Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno. Welcome along to episode 13 of the GREENO Tour. So as you'll have seen in that little intro, and you can clearly see from the table to the left of the screen, we have won League One at an absolute canter. One game left to play today, we'll be playing Clyde, but you can see we're 19 points clear at the top of the table. These boys have been absolutely phenomenal. Just take a look at all these green circles at the bottom of the screen. Obviously you can't see who we've been playing against because my head's in the way, but I'll walk you through it. After the SPFL Trust Trophy final against Queen's Park, we played Queen of the South at home, beat them 2-0. East Fife, 2-1 win. Went to Forfar, won 2-0. Beat Cove 1-0 away, and have beaten Dumbarton 2-1 at home. Some of them not the most convincing wins, but wins nonetheless. Our lineup for this last game has a very familiar look to it. One player that you won't have seen a lot of so far is young Divine. He's the guy we got on loan from Rangers, centre-half. Very, very good for our level of football, and is only going to develop further. We've asked if we can have him back for next season. Right now they're not too keen. They want him to play with better players. But I think over the course of the summer, stepping up a league, maybe improve the squad a little bit, we might be able to get him back. Let's hope so. Anyway, let's get into the game, see how we do in the last game of the season. Well, I expected a few more in. Last game of the season, we thought we'd bring a load down from Stirling and pack the away end, but clearly not. Clyde don't have a lot to play for, so I suppose their fans are not too bothered. Solly here with a big old loopy throw. Oh, McInroy, oh goodness me. That is not one for the highlight reel, but we'll take it. A big old loopy throw. Keeper caught in no man's land. Don't know what he was doing there. And just a little flick header there from McInroy into an unguarded net. 1-0. I got a feeling we'll be seeing less of those kind of defensive errors from opponents in the league up next season. Well, that's assuming that we're going to be at Stirling. I did note in the previous episode that having won the SPFL trophy, that gave us a little bit of a reputation boost. And of course, having won the league has done the same. Here's Bikey. Oh, what a finish. 2-0. 22 minutes on the clock. So yes, we now have a 2-star reputation. And obviously in the summer, you do get a bunch of jobs come up. So that will certainly help us if we decide to move on. We've been given a bit more budget by Striling Albion for next season. So about 11.5 grand wage budget. About 35 grand in the transfer kitty. Not sure how that's going to stack up against opposition in the higher league. Andy Ryan injured here. That's a shame, but we do have Gomis on the bench. So we'll bring him on. So yeah, obviously we're going to need to overhaul the squad a little bit with a step up in quality ahead. Not much going on in terms of Clyde attacking us. They are right now, though. Good Willie. Oh, what a hit that was. We could do with keeping him out, actually, because Andy Ryan is currently 1 goal ahead of Good Willie in the standings. And obviously with him having just gone off, it would be nice if he could win the... Do they have a golden boot in Scottish League One? I suppose they do. It'd be great if he could win that. Okay, let's get into the dressing room. Let's have a quick word with the boys. Not going to get too over the top. Send them out for the second half and see how they get on. Be nice to see Gomis get a goal. He's played quite well when we've had to use him in previous games. He looks a really, really solid backup to Ryan. Oh, here's Good Willie. He's in and he has scored. So that puts him level with Andy Ryan in the goal-scoring charts. He's a player who's clearly too good for this level. So, about 35 minutes to go here. Mitchell gives it to Hodson. Very strange free kick routine, but it's back out to Mitchell again. Great ball in. Gomis. Oh, that's a sitter. How have you missed that, son? I've just been bigging you up. Andy Ryan wouldn't have missed that, would he? Okay, about 25 minutes on the clock now. Time for a change or two. Who can we bring on and give a little run out to? I think it would be nice to give Marcel Langer a few minutes. He's not played very regularly recently. And maybe we'll bring on Gilhooly for a little bit. We like Gilhooly. He's the guy with the crazy hair. He's not played an awful lot this season. Obviously, we've had Chris Solly as first choice right back. So nice to give him a few minutes at the end of the season. And so we only got about 10 minutes left. We've been the better side in this game, but not quite as comfortable in terms of the scoreline as I'd like. Anderson's picked up a little knock, but we can nurse him through to full time, I'm sure. Here's Gilhooly with a big old long throw to Gomez. Gomez finds Wilson. Back to Gilhooly. Knocking the ball around quite nicely, but it's been pinched by Clyde. He should probably have gone a bit defensive and started time wasting, but haven't done it. Good Willie. Oh! Bloody typical. So he's going to take the golden boot now. And that's my own fault, that is, for not adjusting the mentality, not adjusting the instructions, just playing through to full time. What a shame. That wasn't great defensive work there. Missed the header and Good Willie tucks it home. So it looks like we're going to finish the season with a 2-2 draw. Not a disaster, like I say. We've won the league at an absolute canter. But there it is, yeah. We finish up with a 2-2 draw. So here we are with the end of season review. Let's have a little look and see what it has to say. So the best player we brought in was young Adam Devine on loan. Everyone's done pretty well that we've brought in though, I think. Well, a lot of first team players, a few fringe players, but yeah, Hutchison is one I probably shouldn't have brought in, but there's a few promising ones for the future. And most of the players we've brought in have actually made a decent impact. The season's results, well, a season to remember. I don't think we can disagree with that. An A+ from the board. Andy Ryan, top goal scorer. We finished top. Good home attendance there. That's probably about double what it was last season, so perfect. Moments to remember. Let's have a little look. So the biggest win was our win against Kefan Druids in the SPFL Trust Trophy. The match to remember, beating Ross County, who of course are a league above us. We bashed them 4-0. And the goal of the season was actually in that last game, the goal from Bikey. It was a good finish, in fairness. Finances. We've done well this year in terms of finances. So, we sold 210 shirts this season. That's an improvement. Last season, I think we sold 88. So, yeah, a few more shirts out and about on the streets of Stirling. Definitely made a bit more money in terms of competition prize money, match day revenue, corporate hospitality, and that's only going to increase next season as we move up a division. So here's the lineup, pretty much as you'd expect. Langer in here, interestingly enough, ahead of Hodson, but the rest of it, I don't think you can argue with too much. So let's have a look at the accolades. We were Manager of the Month twice. Bit disappointed we didn't get it more than that in such a successful season. Fans Player of the Season, Andy Ryan. Young player, Matthew Anderson. We might be getting him back on loan for next season. Signing of the season, Nathan Gilhooly. Well, I like that. Not because he's a great player, but again, just because of his bonkers hair. And goal of the season we already saw was Dylan Bikey. So there we are. Hard work and effort paid off on the pitch. Such a feat did not go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. A superb season. There we go. Can't argue with that. Well, that brings our second season at Striling Albion to an end. Be an interesting summer ahead, a busy one, whichever way we decide to go, whether we stay here or decide to look at pastures new. To be honest, there's nothing out there that really grabs my fancy at the moment, but you can expect a lot of managerial changes over the summer, so there might be something that comes up and grabs our fancy. But to be honest, it'll have to be something spectacular. I'm really interested to see how far this Striling Albion team can go. But I am conscious, it is supposed to be a tour, so we do have to move sometime. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please drop a like on there for me. And if you've got any comments about this episode or the series as a whole, please drop them below. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. A lot of good content on here with this GREENO tour and of course the mighty Magyars running concurrently. So yeah, it'd be great to see you all if you can hop aboard the Greenobus. Anyway, it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon wherever we may be. Bye for now.